Tar Heel turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. That right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? Tar Heel turn up,
dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through.
Western side. Where my riders at? Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Boom and bar, boom, girls cold like that, but the party so high, made the breath blow bad. Queen City drip, I'm a 7. Cornets on the head, buzz in the scene, whole squad lit, red, white, blue, green. Bull City swing when we swerve on the loop. Durham in the cook, got the soul in the roots. Spin through Raleigh, I'm awake in the boot pack. So loud, whole lot of wolf in the youth. Slide to the Ville, I'm a point like the hills. Chopper Hill, chill with the gang they feel. Wherever I go, they know what real. Cause the tag say NC stamp Tar Heel. Turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. That right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do?
Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through.
It's the queen on the mic from the coast on up. Got sand in my shoes and I still glow up. Woman 10 ways, I was raised on the docks. Now I'm lit in the city, got the crew on lock. Jacksonville fade, that's my fam in the field. Soldiers in hustle with a heart so real. 252 in the house for the thrill. Greenville grind, we don't sit, we build. Goldsboro slide in the parking lot. Rockin' Mount Kids to make the whole block rock. I repped every back road, every small spot. If you never left home, you're already on top. So put your hood in the air one time. Scream out your zip when the bass gon' climb. We all one state when the stars align. Carolina in the flesh, watch the whole place shine. Hands up, both sides of the map. If you love where you at, better shout on the track. From the first little town on the back road map to the big brick blocks where the crowd go mad. This our song, we claimed it. Hit the gas on the way, let it bang in the hatch. Every lane, every light, every sign we pass. Got the whole world knowing where we at. Tar Heel turn up, Tar Heel turn up. Hands to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Head right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you're from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through. If you love your block, say yeah. If you love your state, say yeah. If you ride with the squad and you never back down, man, tryna spin till it shake your town. Say yeah, see, hey yeah. From the hills to the sand with a nice day. Yeah, I might.
New mic, new nights, new flame. L.Dot talk, say the name. From the news to the block to the kitchen table. We can laugh, get deep, keep it all stable. I bring the facts, you bring the truth. We talk that life from the grown-up youth. Black voices loud, black joy too. Black pain, black pride, black dreams come through. If the world get heavy, we light it up. If the day feel cold, we warm it up. Say what you mean what you say. We can build, we can break, we can find a way. L.Dot talk, we gon' talk it out, we gon' walk the talk. L.Dot talk, black community, let the whole room rock. L.Dot talk, real talk, good time, we don't never stop. L.Dot talk, pull up, tune in, let the truth get high. Current events on the front page, but I want your voice on the main stage. Politics, policy, and the price of bread. Still we find a way to fill our
Scott Free is going live.
Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host himself, Scott. People, one of these days I'm gonna put my name back on the screen. I removed it a while ago, but anyway, I digress. People, it's Friday. It is Friday. Friday. I love Fridays in here because Fridays is random. I should have put that on the screen. I got this tag. As a matter of fact, I'll do it next time. But I got a random tag that I put on the screen to let everybody know, look, we're just going to be random today. But do I even got that? Let me see. I may have it up here already. I don't even know. It's been a while since I looked. Hold on, shaking people. Hold on. Let me see. Boop. Nah, that ain't it. I don't have it. It's okay. We'll do it next time. Gave me a new thought. Anyways, people, on today's episode, as you see on the screen, all right, it's just a theme of this week. I figure might as well close out the week with the same theme that we had all week. Because the internet is a buzz, people, and people keep doing it. Every time we close off and we say, and out. The next day, you see somebody on jumped out the window again. This time, we're going to talk a little bit about that 154 podcast again. Not only them, it was a couple other people who sparked my interest in this subject matter, if I can remember correctly. I know it was them. I'm trying to find it as we talk now because I can't remember, actually, to tell you the truth. But then bear with me. We're going to figure it out. I promise you. It always comes together eventually. Just like the 18. What is it? Oh, yeah, this brother right here, this Haitian brother right here, he makes me, I have to say something. So these two brothers here sparked the conversation of the day. And of course, like I said, it's Friday. So on Friday, we talk about any and everything. We try to cover any and everything, right? So on today's episode, this is no different than ever. So let's go ahead and let's get started into it. So again, if it's your first time here, please come on in. I appreciate you. Come on in. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I'm jumping ahead. I'm all over the place. Let me get centered, people. First things first, let me get this little business out the way for the people. Again, I'm going to say this multiple times throughout the good God, can't talk. I'm going to say this a few times throughout the podcast today, but the main platform that especially right now being housed over there on the tube, the name is changing. I think I have the one that I'm going to go with. We should be up and get ready to run very, very fast. So yes, give me a couple of days, maybe a week or two, if that, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Yeah, what's going on, Blue? I appreciate you for coming on in. But yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and get my people on over to the app. So I'll tell you guys when it's up and ready to go. Again, it's a free app thing you drop on your phone. You'll be able to get notified of any and every time we go live, not just with this content, because we have other content that we do on the platform, not just the Scott Free Morning Show. And then two, music is just a banging thing over there. That's the whole theme of the thing. We got television, we got movies, we got it all. But anyways, we'll be there soon. I'll let you guys know that. Until then, so don't get attached to the name that you see over there on the tube right now. We're getting that. That's changing. So if you watch on YouTube right now, just know eventually I'm going to let you guys know as much as I possibly can. But it's going to have to change, and it's changing very fast. Okay, so it will be soon, probably by over the weekend. That's going to change. So anyways, then you guys know. Anything else? Did I miss anything else? Yes, L.Talk page on TikTok. Yes, you. I'm sorry, but they banned me. They said that I had misinformation, so they took me down. I couldn't use my backup page at all this week for misinformation, guys. Stuff that's in the news. So anyways, we'll see if I'll be able to keep myself on here all day today. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. But on today's episode, like I said, it's Friday. So let's go ahead and get loose. Let's get the story going. I got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to show you, and people to throw under the bus, people to love on. We do a mixture of everything. The first things first up, let me see. What do I got out the gate? Where do I want to start? Oh, let me start here. People, again, if you're here for the main topic, I promise you it's coming. It's going to come. Just to hang around, goddammit. I'll tell you when it's coming. It's coming soon. So as of right now, let's start in one conversation to get everybody's juices flowing, to get everybody ready. Get your tea, get your wine, get your coffee, get whatever you do. Get whatever you do. But anyways, let's go. First things up I want to talk about is Event Fest. Okay, so give me a second. I'll show you this. Oh, hold on. Can't hear now.
Week in Atlanta.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Have you?
I take it these are the creators of the Event Fest, but here they go. I think this is who these people.
I was like, we have events like this every single week in Atlanta. You're an idiot for saying that. You never. There's no event in the world like that. Let alone 30,000. But I'm not even on the black thing no more. I never was on the black thing. Not a black event. Because I seen somebody else that said that like it was white people. Yeah, they're qualified to be there. Like, what do you mean? Like, you think I'm gonna cater just to black people just to get torn down by black people? You out of your fucking mind. There's gonna be even more white people next year, and Spanish and the Filipinos, of course. Like, I'm done.
Woo! Fighting words. He was. Get him! Oh, he was doing it. Get him! Yes, he was doing it. No, my man here. You know what? I don't know. I'll be honest. Let me go and say this because somebody sent this to me, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about Event Fest. I know that they come here. I know that they're supposed to talk things around, finances and making money and things like this. But the one thing I don't know is I don't know tangibly what comes out of these. I don't know if it's just bringing in some entertainers to talk about you too can get it. You can too just believe in the secret, invest, get some Bitcoin. I mean, I understand people do this. So I know a lot of times these events, just become these big, the event becomes the event versus what the fuck we supposed to be taking away. And like I said, I don't know a lot about it, but I would assume, if I'm assuming correctly, I could be dead wrong. And if I am, I would definitely apologize because I've never been. But mine is like this. I just want no amount of money should be spent unless you're tangibly trying to give somebody something out of it. And it can't be, and I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing I caught was a couple of this. I caught the fact that I saw Portia Williams out there talking about finances. And all I could have sworn she was making money off of school she was married to. So I don't know what the fuck she talking about. I don't. Then I'd be thinking about it. It's just, you got to pay attention to who up here. And then two, come on, people, I say this all the time. Let's be honest. Black entertainers especially don't make no money. That's not me hating. I'm telling the truth. And that's not me. I champion them making more money all the time. But let's just be honest. Look up the net worths of the people that have been on TV, on movies forever. They're not what they should be making versus their counterparts. Now, if everybody in the business made that amount of money, then it would make sense. Y'all just work for pennies. But it's just singled out, seen for us. And then we kind of accept it. So I'm just at the point now, it's just, I don't know why we're looking for entertainers to come in and tell us anything. They getting bad contracts. They're signing them. Why are you bringing in musicians? They definitely sign bad contracts. Now, I get it. You bring in a Steve Harvey. Yes, Steve Harvey. But see, I don't like people like Steve Harvey and things like that. I don't. Well, forget alone his attitude towards black folks. That elitist attitude. I don't like that. But forget that. Mine is that I'm tired of, for our community, we're always the person they put in front of us is someone who's a commodity for someone else. Him and Kevin Hart, two people, they like to prop up a lot. And these niggas work themselves to death. I'm talking about all you see them doing is working. And now people say they doing it because they want to. No, I get it, but still, at the amount of effort they're putting into it, their money should be eclipsing all of their white tea counterparts because they outworking everybody. And they're more talented than a lot of times than everybody else. But it don't look like that. The old saying is true. They're working 10 times harder to get half of what everybody else is getting. Makes sense now. I even showed that the other day. Somebody had like the top 10 streamers in the world. And every time I saw one, like Ice Speed was on the list. Who else was on that list? It was Melanie. I can't remember. But I remember when I saw him, and he had the amount of people that follow him versus the amount of money he was worth versus people who didn't have a tenth of his following, the amount of money they were. And then people will come in, I get it, with excuses. Oh, no, it's because of the contractor. It's because of an endorsement. It's because of an investment. No. What I'm saying to you is that would make sense here and there. Boom, boom. Give you a clear example. Chameleonaire. Everybody knows the man invested in tech, made a lot of money. People know Nas invested in tech, made a lot of money. So what I get is yes, every so often there is a person who do that. It ain't every time. Good God. Every time you talk to one of them, no, this is the reason why they don't have a contract problem. If people knew here, just know for me, I tell you it all the time, look. Why the fuck ain't none of them NFL players, especially NFL players. NFL players are constantly having to hold out. Constantly having to do it. So why I want to know is why is it the NFL player ain't never one of them doing it? Anyways, I digress. I got off topic. Let me get back to topic. My point of the topic is this. For my brother here, I would say this to him. The only thing, I don't know much about investment, so I can't throw them under the bus or say yay or nay. And I never want to be biased when it comes to things just because I feel like they probably don't. But that's just an opinion. I don't know. But I'll say this. I do know by having all those black folks there, all your entertainers, all your sponsors, all them people that you bringing in you're promoting to everyone, looks melanated, looks like a black person. Yes, you are targeting black people. So I will say is you may want to watch how slick out your mouth you talking about the very people who put you on. Now I get it, people don't want to pay, brother. Welcome to the America that they are created for black folks. You, brother, that's the reason why they're coming to you. Because they can't make nothing in the system. So instead of you looking down on them, or these niggas want something free all the time, it's because they can't make money the normal way. The very thing is supposed to be the principle of what you stand on. Oh, we're here to help people who don't know how to make money for the culture. Now, all of a sudden, it's about the Spanish. brother, why? I don't know why people won't get it. I would tell him right now, thank goodness he did not single out and say Black Americans. Oh, God, it would have been a riot. If Vince Fast would have been crickets next year, it would have been that. Because one thing I hate to tell these brothers is they have taken the beautiful, wonderful, lovely, amazing culture of Black Americans and tried to tarnish it. See, we the what Bill Cosby talking about. We the steak dinner with the mashed potatoes and everything else, sirloin steaks, A1 sauce, all that beautiful shit, and then they put it on the trash can top. That's what they did to Black Americans. So I hate to tell my man here with Event Fest or whatever, Earn Your Leisure, that if this is your attitude and you're gonna bring in others, watch how they don't show up for you. Everybody loves a good steak dinner. Everybody loves to make money. Everybody don't want a steak dinner off a trash can top. So that's how they're going to devalue you. So that's, to me, I look at people just like this. If you're going to put my culture on the trash can top, I will gladly sit my black ass down on that ground and eat off that trash can top, because we need to consume our own culture until we can get off that trash can top. These people need to stop that. That's the only thing I'll say to this. And maybe I'm in the minority when it comes to that, but I just don't like that. You have to understand the condition that we are in before you start throwing stones. So to me, I look at it just like this. So if Black folks are being targeted, especially in Atlanta, hey, I live here. I know what's happening here. I know that when I moved here over a decade and a half ago, everything was Black. Like I said, now it ain't. Now everything's foreign. So what happens when the industries that were here left, and then they flooded you with a whole bunch of other people who ain't from here? What do you think happened to the Black folks' money? What do you think paper down here is like? And what do you think majority of the people, now I know people flying from other places, but believe me, majority of the people showing up at these events in Atlanta are living in Atlanta, because people ain't got money like that. So when you let them in, I get it, you had to give away free tickets from what I hear. I don't know, allegedly. If you had to give them away because of that means because people ain't got no money, that's why they come in here. And I get it. They criticize it. Brother, I take it too. I love Black people. When I say I love Black people, ask the people around me. They tell me all the time, nigga, you gonna have a heart attack if you don't stop investing so much in your own phone. I love Black people. I will take the good with the bad, the ugly, the whole nine, because I know that is the life that we are presented with, and everybody's not gonna handle it the same way. Now, do I fuck with some people? Nope. Just like you don't. But also, I understand why I can't mess with those people anymore. It may not be their fault, whether that's the outcome or not. But I just think we got to get to a point to where, I don't even know what my point was right there. I had a point. It was going to be an amazing point. Can't remember what it was. Shit, forgot it. Went away. But I will tell these people here, look, at this point, knowing that we are under attack like that, you should not want to sit there and blame those people when they come to this. Because I'm going to tell you is right now, that's where your people are going to come from. That's what, like I used to say to Umar, why are you denigrating Black American people when so many people are going by this term right now to where you calling them self-hating and xenophobic and no. Do you know if you were to ever get to school up, who the fuck you think can send the kids there? You denigrated all the people. You told them they were horrible people and pretendians. They're not coming from the continent. I can promise you that. They can't afford it. Remember, you over there talking about how they can't afford nothing to come. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect. You ever know people say that they being disrespectful? So if I was disrespectful, I don't mean that. It's Friday. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
I'm done. It's been real. Yeah. What y'all for what? The only thing you're gonna do is criticize.
I'm gonna leave him alone. Let's move on. One more thing before I get into the main topic. Hold on.
Switch that shit, Scott.
All right. So next thing up, I caught this. Now, I have not watched this whole interview, but I have to catch it. Comedian Tony Rock and comedian Naeem Lynn sat there and had a one-on-one. I guess one of these brothers had a podcast. I think it's Naeem. And they got to talking about their relationships with their people. You know, Tony's brothers with Chris Rock. Naeem was best friends with Kevin Hart. And like I said, I've been knowing these brothers. I did stand up for 12 years. So being doing stand up for 12 years, I was around this stuff for a very long time. Now, I do not know these brothers personally at all. I opened for the Plastic Cup Boys one day in Raleigh, but that was many moons ago. Okay, but anyway, They ain't gonna remember me either. That's how short. I had a 5-minute set. but what I'm saying is this: seem like two down there brothers. But I want to play this conversation is because I've always wondered this about Kevin Hart and the Plastic Cup Boys. Because when you follow them, let me break it down. Let me slow it down. When the internet first took a buzz, like YouTube, I started watching like Kev and them when they were on the road. Because I was looking for inspiration during the time, because I was doing stand-up. But I was watching them brothers, the Plastic Cup Boys, on the road. They were doing a lot of filming at the time. And so you got to know Naeem and Spank and all the other guys that was with them. And you see, they were a really tight crew. So when Kevin popped off, you wonder why ain't the people in there? Like you say, you got other, Eddie put everybody on. When he like you, he put you on. Keenan, he put all his people on. And people was like, and I'm not talking about the stand-up. This is no hate. I honestly no hate. I just always wondered how Naeem felt about it. Because I'll give you an example. When I used to watch the Real House Husband, shit, that was perfect. At least one of them, two of them to be in there. Naeem, right there, but didn't chance to put his chops in there, especially because you had people in there that was on the show that wasn't stars at all. You know what I'm saying? So, But anyways, I want you to hear what Naeem had to say. Come back and just gossip a little bit.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Have you had that heart-to-heart conversation?
Man, I've had them in 10 different ways. I've had them one-on-one. I've had them over the radio. The funniest one where it was early on. This was over 10 years ago. And he was like, I'm like, yo, well, what happened to these opportunities you said were going to happen once you got to a certain point? So he goes, what the fuck are you doing for yourself? And I'm like, nigga, I moved to LA. I'm doing all this shit. But I said, what the fuck was Arsenio doing when Eddie put him in Coming to America? He was just his fucking friend. He made him the co-star of the movie. Yeah. And he just he laughed. He just got to shut up. So I've had the conversations and the answers always come back the same. It's like, y'all think I can just do these things that I can't do. And it's like, nigga, stop lying. We've seen people with lesser star power than you do more. I've literally been in nothing. And then the one movie that I was just in, I got cut out of it.
God.
But
I 72 hours.
For me, at this point, I don't care. Like I'm good. I'm going to continue to create and do things on my own. But
well, let me pause it there. What's up, Kim? I appreciate your silly stuff. Yeah, I love my little new button. I'm gonna keep playing that. That's cute to me too. But I thought House Husband at first was funny. Then I thought Kevin was overacting. But that's neither here nor there. But as I play that, I start thinking to myself. Well, first thing first. I would love a friend like Naeem. People would say, "Oh, Naeem keep 2 games." Because I've heard Naeem gonna tell you the truth. Kev would even say, "Naeem gonna tell you the truth." So I respect that actually. It's like, because for one thing I know about humans is this: you're not always thinking nice thoughts. You're not always thinking happy thoughts. But my thing is, when shit get hard, are you riding with me? I would say I got one homeboy. I don't want to get sentimental on it, but whether me and this mother ride together now, I don't even know if he want me to say his name or not. But I got a homeboy from, this was almost 20 years ago now. But when you know, you'll know a friend if you're a guy if this happens. I had to cut this, me and this guy's working together, and he decides he's going to, I was broke as shit, whole family and everything, broke as hell. Babies needed food, I think Pampers, all the shit. And we go to the grocery store. He's like, ride with me just real fast. We ride to the grocery store. He tell him all the stuff. Like he trying to see what I eat because he won't try to eat like me. This nigga bought me groceries, man. When I tell you, did not have to do it. I know he didn't have it like that. We worked at a shit-ass job together. But when I knew that, I was like, oh no, we would ride together regardless. So I'm always riding with this nigga, whether we talk every day or not. He live out of state, I live out of state. But I'm always riding with him. So I look at Naeem like that. Naeem be one of those people, and me and this nigga, we fought like cats and dogs when we worked together. Cussed each other smack out. So I like people like that versus yes men. But I will say that, I wonder why Kevin never did. I wonder what the answer would be if Naeem could get the answer. What would the answer be? Why don't you do it? Do you feel like he would outshine you? I don't think that's what it is. I would hope that's not what it is. Because like you said, I've watched Kevin put on a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? He always is going to link up with the new person. Like that new movie would have been perfect for him to be in if you ask me, but I digress. But anyways. All right, people, let's get, how long are we into it now? Let's see. Okay, we right there. Let's get into the main topic, the meat and potatoes of the show. Kim, this is for you.
Switch that shit, Scott.
He's still there. All right, so look at the main topic. Main topic of the show is this. Look, caught this 154 podcast just like everyone else. Look, this if you haven't caught it, this is a podcast with Godfrey, the comedian, this hairless brother from used to be a sports commentator, and he used to play football, I think. And they bring on guests and they have conversation. Now, the 154 is supposed to mean one nation. Well, 54 is for the 54 nations in the continent, and they all one. Now, you would think with that, the conversation will be about the continent, but it's always about Black Americans. And so Van Lathan, I think his name is, was just on this current episode. And once again, Black Americans are here in the topic of conversation. So what I want to address is this. This is why I don't think we can get along as a culture, being that Black Americans versus other cultures. Is because people refuse to be honest and just be and say it is what it is. And what I mean is right now, the word akata, I've seen it in movies, I've read it in books from years, and I've always read it and seen it in a negative connotation. So when I hear people today, just because Black folks now say, I don't deal with people who want to ride with me, you don't rock with me, I don't rock with you. If you got something negative to say about me, I can't mess with you. Then for some reason, those people now all of a sudden has changed the definition of it. And I want to bring on this young fella, the guy, what's his name? Whatever his name is. I don't know the bald-headed guy. That the one I want to bring up. But he's going to do the thing that they always do. And this is the reason why, like for me, once you do what he does, I'll leave it. I can accept how Godfrey responded. But we're going to watch it. But this brother, no. The way you respond, once you respond that way, I can no longer talk to you because you're lying. And you know you're lying. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I can't find it. Where did that brother go? Here we go. I think this is it right here. No, that's not it. Hold on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Where does this shit go? God damn it. Hold on. Anyways, how y'all doing? It's Friday, people. I need to put some music on or something. All right, hold on. Here we go. God damn it. Come on. All right. Is this on it? Yeah, here you go. God, I don't know why I thought I didn't have that queued up.
Nothing kills a good idea faster than switching tools.
Hold on, people. I know, I'm just fucking up the flow. Hold on, give me a second. Get God's. I'm just
locked behind another subscription.
Go ahead. Is that like for me, like the way I speak, for the Black.
So I'm going to pick up the conversation right when they're going to Godfrey and the other brother is going to explain what the akata word means. Okay, now then we're gonna come back. Let's just say that
American and Nigerian culture.
All right, now watch your man Akbop. Watch
God.
Akbop.
Shout out! I put this brother's name in from the OG TV 45. I had the only way I could find this video today, so I'm gonna put this brother's information in there and put him over. Thank you, brother, for letting me use this. Appreciate you.
This nigga's about to do exactly what Van Lathan just said the other nigga did when he asked him about akata.
So I caught that the way I've understood it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
Is that like for me, like the way I speak? I'm born here in the United States, so I speak with an American accent, right? Right. Furthermore, I'm from the West Coast.
And bear with it. This brother likes to put on the accents and videos. I guess he's trying to say he tap dance, but let's go.
Right, so that sounds a lot different.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that, but this is what it means, and this is the reason why.
From the South and so on and so forth, right? So when I go back home, akata is almost just like, oh, he's Americanized. It's probably the best translation I can give it. Like you're a little disconnected.
See, here we go.
You lying mother, dude. Again. How about this? This is how you heal a broken wound. If Ayanna Van Zandt came here today and she was gonna fix your life, she's going to tell you, brother, hey brother, come here, brother. Let's lay on our bellies in the grass. Come on. And we're gonna lay on the ground and she's gonna say, stop lying now, brother. You know that's a nasty word. Then let it out and tell people you sorry for it. That's what all the fuck you got to do. But this whole, I just heard this means that's a bit different. But anyways, let's just keep going.
Again, this motherfucker Akbop just can't stop lying. Look how Godfrey looking at him.
Hold on, let me stop. I don't want to use the brother information. He didn't give me permission. I'm not talking bad about it. Hold on. Come on, brother. You talking, bro. God damn.
Always think outside the box. Shit.
But it's okay, you know, you're Nigerian, right? But that also, the deeper meaning to that, to me, the layer underneath that is the fact that for so long, Africans have been looked at as like, oh, you're the other one, right? Stop time.
Do you realize that what he's doing is he's glossing over, basically calling a white person calling a black person an N-word with a hard R. Oh, it's you know, it's just a way that we look at it. But but for me, you know, I have to nigga, no. Why is it, again, I say this all the time, why is it these people feel like that you're supposed to coddle them when they doing fucked up things? No.
Right, like you're just, you know, nobody wants, you want to be disconnected from Africa because it's poor, it's this, it's all these.
I get it. I get it now. I get it. It's the theme of the episode today, and it just dawned on me again why I named it that. You know why I named it this? Because you feel this way about Africa. And I think that if we have delineated and you no longer can be next to us, you don't believe in Africa yourself unless we are attached to it. Wow. Brother, no one ever says to African people, you are dirty, nasty. No one does that. Your culture did not get here, and no one talked to you that way. No, stop that. You need to stop that. Hush your mouth with all that lie. No, what it is, you guys have watched us be the beacon light of the world. This is no cocky shit. This is just true or not true. You have watched us with, and this is even down to running water and all the other stuff we're doing, being on TV. You saying he's a thug, all you know is this nigga's on TV. I know that's how you see it. You know how I know it? Because they willingly come here from the continent and play roles like that. Captain Phillips, the Somalian dude, played the hell of a pirate, didn't he? So they don't have a problem with the roles. They just want to be here. So it makes sense now. They're angry with you because you're forcing them to have to then embrace themselves and their own culture. That is why they have been trying to take yours for so long. And when I say take it, it's because if I can attach to it and be your mama, also, at the end of the day, it obviously comes from me. Now I have an identity. So in the next 200, 300, 400 years, hip-hop is an African thing because they're going to talk about Burna Boy. He's going to be the excuse that they started hip-hop. They have Burna Boy. Did you not hear Burna Boy? And Brandy's going to be playing in the background. They're going to be saying, and even Brandy, she was an American star. She obviously wanted to be with him. You do know that song was an older version of that. I have never heard it before. What's going on? Happy Friday, Brittany. I appreciate the sugar for coming on in. It's the lies that get me. It's the fact that you're willing to say anything. And now it makes sense. I've been wondering, because I say all the time, if you hear all the time, I say all the time, I say, it's no reason for anyone to fight this hard to make you want to be a part of them. Nobody. I'm not Dominican, I'm black. Okay, motherfucker, be what you want. I don't care. That's your business. This whole, you just the third, when you get here. Well, anyway, let me let them finish. I do too much talking. Let me go.
Bad attributes. And so that term is going, you've been disconnected from us, right? You've been disconnected, but not in a disrespectful way, but mostly in a way. And it's over the years has turned into this slight little diss, right? Like, God.
It's a gigantic diss.
Yeah. Like the slight little diss, right? Like, God.
It's a gigantic diss.
Yeah. Like, I caught that. Right. Because
we got to cleanse the room with all them goddamn lies. Stop it. He needs to stop it. No one says that. I've heard everything is called from a wild cat to everything else. How am I hearing this? But I've never heard this whole, you're just different. I'm so sorry. You're just different. You know what ain't? Let me stop. Let him go. Let him lie.
To me, I felt like it wasn't, you might have your own different opinion on it. But for me, I always looked at it as like.
How y'all both be from the same fucking culture, but y'all talking about your opinion? Nigga, you know in America, no. whether you in Ohio, whether you in the Midwest, you in the South, you in the North, you in the East. If I say certain words to you, you gonna say them fighting words. And if you say it, I know what that means. There ain't gonna no other interpretation of what them fighting words mean. When someone says certain things, you know what it means if that's your culture. That booty fat, you know what that means. It's not derogatory. It's an amazing thing. Women love it too. But unless you're from this culture, you may not understand that. Because everybody else is taking shit literally. Brother, stop that.
Like a protective thing, like I have to protect our culture because these ones are coming in, maybe perhaps looking down on me. But here's the last thing, I'll give it to you.
There you go, boom. So that's it. So he was feeling less than. Look, brother, let me say something to him, because I normally come in hot and heavy. I ain't gonna do it today. We're gonna try different ways so I can calm my nerves so I don't get so riled up. It's Friday, people. Let's keep it happening. Brother, let me speak to you man to man. Welcome to the club. Do you know, as black people who have less than, when they have to be around people who has more than, we then in turn feel less than at times internally. That's why you see black people hustling so hard, trying so hard, faking it till they make it, because they're trying to get to a space to where they no longer have that imposter syndrome and they feel some type of way. But one thing you cannot do is project out your own insecurities onto a culture that unfortunately you kind of push yourself into at this point, unfortunately. And that's with love. But one thing I don't get is that on the show, and this is how I know you don't love yourself so much, because you would be talking about Africa every week. No, you talk about black Americans the same reason everybody else does. Because we have an amazing culture. The people who get online and call you pretenders, you know the engagement that they get. Just imagine, every time you make a post denigrating black FBA, denigrating any portion of black America, do you know they numbers triple and quadruple and go up? And they say, oh shit, I'm getting some eye. So they double down. But see, at the end of the day, they don't realize is this. You're causing the divide for your own selfish gain. So in actuality, now when we go out into the real world, because that shit's going to translate. Every time you slick on the internet, it's going to translate into real life. And I don't even mean just for that sister. I mean for their whole culture. Every time Johnny Somali was running around disrespectful, you put Somalis on the spotlight. They on the Summer Jam screen now. The Learning Center, when they couldn't go up there, that little scheme they would run up there, you put yourself on the Summer Jam screen when you start wagging your finger at us. Nigerians, the number 2 or number 1 fraternity fraud people in the world. They have more illegitimate babies running around than anybody else, but you wagging your finger at how we're baby mamas and baby daddies. What's going on naturally? Come on now. These projections, I don't understand the need to come and project onto black. This is why I say to people all the time. I say, look, why does everybody have black American names in your mouth? You want to know why? Brothers, like royalty. It has to be. Everyone eats here, but the black person. The system is designed it that way. Everyone eats off the culture, but you. Come in and talk negative about it, make money. Come in and sell something to it, make money. But never make money for itself. Do you know why? That's like a bleeding heart that they said, we just gonna milk that motherfucker dry. And if that one thing that keeps it milking is the fact of they don't know who they are, they don't respect themselves enough to say, nah, I just care what I think or what we think, and it's not predicated on what you think. Once you get to that point, they have lost the control, and then the well's gonna run dry, and then the whole world's gonna turn upside down. That terrifies people. Do you know the fact of you being in any level of power, what scares them so much that they're willing to live in a world that is dominated by these other folks? And I'm talking about everyone globally, just to make, because they're afraid of how big of a distance you would be than them. And that sounds conceited, but I know this to be true because why does 50 million people feed the world? No, it don't. Everybody and their mama talk negative about it. But then everybody and their mama, you can talk to 98% of them and none of them had any contact with you. Close to close. Oh, it's the images you see in the movie. What movies you watching? Remember, they don't sell movies overseas. So how y'all seeing it? Remember, we can't sell movies overseas. So how the fuck are they seeing it? These are excuses. All of these are excuses. All these excuses. Anyways, let him keep going.
When you go back home,
Stop that, guys. We can't do that. Anyways, hold on. Here we go.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
you show the respect. And I just came back in April. You're coming in thinking that you're better than me because you live in America and you know differently or whatever.
Boom, he doing
so there's
it again.
not that
He doing it again. He is telling you, oh, you better than me because you live in America. You're better than me because you live in America. Just say it, bro. Look, I remember him on sports TV. He's one of those black guys. You know the black guys I'm talking about. What's going on, Spider? You know what the black guy I'm talking about. Sugar Love, I appreciate you for coming on in. That kind, white T-Man does everything right. Hi, my name is John Mbute. Anyway, let me stop. Ready? Stop picking. Let me go.
respect. And so, yeah, I'll kind of end it there. and give it to you.
But what you're saying is, in an attempt to protect your culture, there was a term that was invented that was derogatory to somebody outside of it that is still black.
That's your theory.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's your
interpretation.
If that's your interpretation, that is why somebody would call you a tether.
See, again, I say to people all the time, they know what it is. Tether isn't. How does a word that just came into existence in less than a decade ago bothers your inside? So, it's like if someone comes out and they was like, oh, you monkeys. Oh, okay. So what? This shit ain't, it's corny. That's what I would think. But this thing really bothers me. But I don't like it is because it's an action word. You have to do something to be one. No one has a problem just because you African. Stop lying. It's like the funniest thing. I know that people has to be making money off of it because they lying. Black folks are not running around here just snapping off. Look, we did not go all through history wearing medallions, wearing dashikis with you people, all this other stuff that did. All of a sudden one day we said, we just don't like it. And then you said, it's the white man. He don't give a fuck. He don't. Not for us. He's worried about what we doing. Well before you got here, he was worrying nothing about getting what you was about. And remember this. This is what I want to say. This is what I want to say to the African too. I want to say to you, stop it. They're not worried about you. And I'm going to tell you why they're not worried about you. And this is no disrespect, but I use my common sense. If in 1888 this is true, and they had a thing called the Berlin Conference, where a motherfucker can tell you, we're going to have a group of people come together, all one group, and you ain't included, and we're going to have a conversation about your land without you being in the conversation, and you capitulated to it, they ain't worried about you. I promise you they're not worried about that. You talking about they carved up your whole continent. Oh, you get this piece, you get this piece, I'll get this piece. Oh, I'll get this piece, you get this piece. We'll name it this, we'll name it that, and you respected it. I get it too. I know what's wrong with those brothers. You see how I talk? And I'm not saying that I'm the toughest motherfucker in the world, but what I am going to tell you is I stand on what the fuck I mean and mean what I say. And what I don't like and I'm not going to ever accept is being second class to any of you motherfuckers ever. And see, this is how they want us to all act and talk because everybody else does that. And I get it because you coming from somewhere else. And I understand that. It just is what it is at this point. What the world am I sitting here holding back? Look, let me be honest. Let me show you something. This brother right here. Let me see so I get in trouble. This brother right here takes my words for me and rolls with it like let him go. Let him go, bro.
And I don't care, bro. I've had enough of these people getting away with what they get away with, bro. I don't care. I don't live my life in fear, bro. I have God on my side. Y'all really have programmed the human mind to think in a certain way. Trade time for money only. Get a paycheck, be grateful, shut up, don't question nothing, come to work. We don't care about what you're going through in life. You don't care about the health problems. You don't care about nothing. Come to work, help make this company rich.
Hit the like button. Share the live, people. I appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate all the love. Every like, every share is needed because they don't like to share the thing. And if you're first time here, I appreciate you. I'm L. Dot. Hit the follow button. Otherwise, you'll never see it again. Let this brother finish cooking.
And we gonna give you the fucking scraps. And I'm tired of that shit, bro. Because there's a lot of people that's gonna keep suffering. Y'all don't raise the gas prices. Y'all don't raise the food prices. Y'all don't raise the cost of living, the rent, that everything. And y'all keep people paychecks the same. And that's whack, bro. That is completely whack. That's dirt. And I don't care, bro. It's whack. It makes me sad because people work their life away, bro, for a fucking paycheck that disappears in a couple days.
Do you feel it? I feel it. So when I say to you, I am not saying anything that ain't true. So when people sit back now and all this has happened, I keep saying it. Black folks said, we tired, y'all. We saw, let me back y'all up a second. Okay, guys, welcome. Come on in. Let's back this thing up. Obama was coming out of office 16? And I think that a lot of us was starting to realize, hey, man, this motherfucker ain't gonna ever do nothing, man. Man, he really got us. I tell people all the time, my father, who was a religious man, his religion didn't even believe in being a part of politics at all. But I'm watching this man before the day he passed, which he passed around the same a few weeks before Obama got inaugurated. Oh, it's actually before he won the election. But I watched him paying attention to being proud, but trying not to look like he proud. And then to know that this motherfucker did nothing. So I think what happened was, black folks knew at that moment, we have been bamboozled. We have been put a banana all up in our tailpipe. And so we decided at that point, I think black folks said, you know what? Nah. And then I think the drumbeat for not only reparations, these motherfuckers, and they got to nerve to sit there and lie to us all day long too. Why don't we just give me my paper back? Because this is for all this is starting to happen. And then I keep telling people when 2020 came and everybody realized that paperwork started leaking. All this indigenous information started coming out and all this non-information being able to back up the slave trade by the millions. Let me fuck that. Can I show y'all something that tells a whole inside of the whole theory of slavery? Hold on. Please say that I got it. Oh, please say that I got it. Oh, God. Please say that I got it. Hold on a second. I got to see if I have that. Because I have to play this for you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. This has to be this right here. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
For 2,000 Black American DNA matches, and this girl commented saying,
and I want y'all to bypass everything else he's saying. I can't fast forward, but I wanted to play to a spot where he started talking to where Skip the Lie Truth in Henry Gates. Skip the Truth Henry Gates was talking about but I want y'all to hear it. Just wait.
That her grandfather's brother, was captured and enslaved in the United States. Now, let me show y'all the problem with this.
The number of sub-Saharan Africans who willingly migrated to the United States in the decade between 1990 and 2000.
Did you hear this? This is between 1990 and 2000. The amount of people from the continent who voluntarily came here. Just want to reiterate.
Was larger than the total number of Africans shipped directly to the United States over the course of the entire transatlantic slave trade.
What the fuck?
What? So then, can someone explain to me how we at 50 million strong, but in 10 years, they are not even, I think, 2 million people? This makes no sense. Man, when I heard this, this tripped me out. We have been going for the okie doke for so long. And I'm just thinking at this point, it actually feeds my point. We just got tired and people just ain't doing it no more. So there's no point for me to sit here and have conversations with people and for us to sit back and play with people no more who obviously ain't with you. When stuff don't look right, it ain't right. I'm gonna give you something else. And this is kind of off topic, but there's something been eating at me. And I hate that we fell for the okie doke so easily in so many different areas. Class example right now. Do y'all realize And this is not even a shot at the person. Ben Crump. Ben Crump, the dude, is always out there to help the families get justice. Hey, I'm Ben Crump, and that guy. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I don't like? It ain't the fact that it ain't just him. It's not him. It is the fact of it is a factory now. It is a system now. We harm you. We call Ben. Ben does this work. We move on to the next one. Classic example. The Nolan Wells, I didn't want to talk too much about it. I told you I want to leave that for everyone else. But Nolan Wells, when I saw them boys sitting down with Officer Taylor, having this conversation, making justifications, talking about this thing, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why ain't they in prison? Why are they not in somebody's jail cell? Niggas would be locked up right now. We will ask questions later. But you going to jail now. Somebody passed away who looked like us. All y'all niggas going to jail until somebody tells them the truth. That is the type of behavior they would have received. You know it and I know it. And so for me, again, when stuff like this is happening, when we have to see this on a day-to-day basis, at the same time, they're leaking all of our money. They're messing with our food. They're poisoning me. They're poisoning you. We can't get away from it. What are we even caring for? They're already telling you at every turn, you're going to be locked down. Let's keep going. Let's fuck, we rolling. Let's just roll. How about this? So, hold on. Wait. Give me, because this is one of the things I want to show you right now. Is this it right
At the same time, the facts come.
Living condition. Y'all better wake up. This is another step that they are taking into making sure.
I remember that. I wanted to put it in. I don't need to even show it. These raggedy, with love, motherfuckers. With love, these motherfuckers are popping the tops off of pineapples so you can't grow your own. These raggedy motherfuckers. People, what are we caring for at this point? And I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. I'm not trying to lie, but I'm saying, I'm sorry, Kim. We love TikTok Shop. You're right. I love it. Calm me down, because I was ready to go off the edge. Appreciate you, Kim. I appreciate you for pulling me back. She's right. Hey, guys, we just have to hope and pray. Just hope and pray. It's coming. Sarcasm. To me, man, when you get to this point, what are we going to do? Hold on.
It's time to lock them.
Hold on.
My dad said, you got.
Yo, to anyone who's deep in the rabbit hole, bro.
The plan is to pretty much lock up humanity.
And this, you got to, and you may not get the full effect because the way it's playing, and then the background music and everything. But basically, this white T guy right here, this young boy is reading a book that closely ties in too much of the red orange man's family and the guy who made the electric cars family, all the way back to the 1800s in books. And then you start thinking to yourself, all this shit is set up. Remember the little girl who figured out that all the presidents other than the orange one were all kin to each other? And then again, we just supposed to act like this shit ain't true. It's true. So that means how did the same thing keeps happening over and over again means that you didn't vote for nothing. So let me go back to my original point. You want to know why black people act the way that they do right now in black America? It ain't because we cocky. It is because we don't care no more. You said all this is, you showed it to us and then said, so it is what it is. It's not true. They took the little girl's project from her because she figured it out. How do you figure out how to have elections and spend money and go on campaign trails and pay people and give people hopes up and all this other BS just to turn around and tell them, yeah, we all kin to each other? Do you get it now? You don't. None of this is real. This is theater. The world is just a stage. All of it is. Everything that you see right now is on purpose. No. Oh, Trump decided to do Iran. If Kamala was in, she would have done it too, because that's what the plan is. She is not your friend. Not because she ain't a sister girl. She's not. But even if she was, she's not your friend. Remember this. Doesn't matter what the personality is like. who you run with is who the fuck you run with. Y'all always want to make it about Obama. And people always like to absolve Michelle. I don't, because first things first, I know when two couples are together, when they are together, then y'all motherfuckers hold each other's secrets. And you don't be with someone who is diabolical like that motherfucker was with and not be diabolical yourself. But I'm going to tell you when it got me. I'm in a Family Dollar or a Dollar General. Literally on the loudspeaker. This is years ago. I'm in the store. And I'm in the store. Sound, you hear the country come on, man? I was in the store. And when I was in there, on the loudspeaker, it was like a commercial came on. It was like, did you know that? And I'm in Atlanta. It was like, and this was when Kasim Reed was mayor of the city still. They was like, do you know that Mayor Kasim Reed has just been put on, I think it was the Bilderberg committee. And they was like, and I don't know about the Bilderberg. Sorry. Oh, I forgot they banned the page last time. Let me stop. But it's just a really high organization that is linked in with everything, right? So being that it's linked in with everything and everybody on that panel ain't good people. I'm just gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, allegedly, right? So this ain't about Kasim Reed. Guess who else was on the panel? Michelle Obama. What? Allegedly. So what I'm trying to get people to understand is that no, people, none of this is supposed to happen. Look, I hope that everybody gets in there because I understand it. I understand that everything that we supposed to believe, won't not believe, they supposed to control it all. I want to show you this 15-minute city video that I got pulled up, but I can't find it. But I want to play it for you. But hold on one second if I find it.
It's time to lock the fuck in.
My dad said,
Yo. The plan is to pretty much lock up humanity in smart cities, which is kind of a superset of a 15-minute city. Smart cities are about sustainability and the good of the city. But in reality, the language from the UN and WEF and their white papers is all inverted. So, their monitoring is really about limiting mobility and no car ownership. Right? Surveillance, control via LED grid is why the smart lighting is there. Water management is about water rationing, noise pollution is about speech surveillance, traffic monitoring is about limiting mobility, and then, of course, energy conservation is all about rationing heat, electricity, and gasoline.
I don't see...
So, I guess what I want to share with my family, all y'all family to me now, hit that damn like button so we're going to be family every day. Except on the weekends. Don't talk to me. But let's just be honest, y'all. I think if we don't stop it, this is the reality. And I think a lot of people, including myself, have gotten to the point where I understand that if we don't stop this as a collective, we are going to imprison ourselves out of the comfort and willingness to be pushed. Push them. We'll just take it. We'll take a little more. We'll take a little more until you can't move no more. I don't know why we can't seem to grasp this. I don't know why people can't seem to understand. This is what's happening right now. But I digress. I'll leave it alone. But hold on. Let me see what this brother
Any
has to say.
path to how people could live free in cities. It just doesn't work because all the cities are going smart. All the cities are going digital. All the cities are going in a 15-minute direction. Mm-hmm. And it looks good on paper because what they say is...
And I said, ladies, y'all love it. They get you. I watch House Hunters. Oh, God, I want to get a high-rise downtown right over the top of Sephora and also that a wonderful Starbucks and a nice Italian shop. Amazing. And then there's Trader Joe's right over there because they have the best snacks. I get it. They have a Pilates studio around the corner. I love it. I get it. I know all that shit they get. Sucked your ass right up in there. Now you in this prison place with a gate in front of it, but it was cute at first. Now you got to ask permission to leave. And don't trick because it's happening. There's already cities now where they have to ask permission to leave. People, can I say something? Can we say this since it's Friday? Hey, and y'all ain't gonna tell nobody, right? We can be serious and not tell anybody, right? That's what y'all better not tell nobody. But why it has to be that way? Do you ever ask yourself, why do they push so hard? Like, do you ever stop? And you know who I mean when I say that. Do you ever stop and ask yourself, why? Why do they have to? We have to just dominate you. Oh, everything's going good. Cool. Let's get together and figure out what's the next thing we can do to harm them. You ever stop and ask yourself, why? Because everything is harming you. Like the medication they give you, harming you. The environments you live in, harming you. The water you live, everything's harming you. And they're creating it so it will harm you. They're making stuff that they're putting in your food that they don't have to even tell you anymore. They want it this way. I'm watching people, again, I'm always watching people overseas and traveling overseas. And they're overseas and they're eating food and being okay like McDonald's because they don't put shit in the food at McDonald's. But here, it's all, hey, whatever you want to drop in, it's fine. Look, has anyone said, this is why I say to Nigerians and Jamaicans and anyone else who comes here, no, I know you want to be on this team. I know you want to be a part of it, but you don't want to take all that comes along with it, because what comes along with it is more than what you're suffering from right now. Because that something worries me to where they say in this soil, let's poison them at every turn. Let's stifle them at every turn. They cannot come out of those positions. No one person can have that job. No two people can do that same thing. No. And you get this in every industry. Why does every time a town goes up, every time a city goes up, every time a business goes up, it has to crumble for black people? From Black Wall Street, and this is not probably the greatest example, but down to Pinky and what's the name of that shit? The vegan restaurant. Oh, I even better, Turkey Leg Hut. Y'all just won't let them have it. They go say, oh, well, the vegan place, she had shitty food. So does McDonald's. McDonald's don't even have food. We have thousands of videos of people setting it on fire, leaving it out for 50 years, and shit ain't going bad. So don't talk to me about her food. I want to know, how did somebody feel the need that this one black woman had to get her business taken from underneath her? She did bad business. Understand. But why is it always us? That young brother that just went off, he said something in there. It may have been that one. I may have missed it. It may have been another one. But he said something I totally get. They don't want you to do better. Every time you see a new video, guys, girls, when you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you flipping, you ain't got shit to do. You at the airport, bing, 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 you going through it. And you see somebody tell you something about investments. Somebody tell you about IRAs in a video. They tell you something about what you could do with your life insurance policy to make money off of it today. You asking yourself, why the fuck did I know none of this? I mean, you gotta be in the know. Why? You said this is the nation, you loved me. All your politicians, all your people stand in front of you and say, I love you. I want to be around you. I just want the best for you. Then why do you know shit that I don't know? Why am I making an attempt of what you're making, but you got all these loopholes that you know about that I could take advantage of, but you ain't telling me? See, I'm just representing that type of person that says, aren't you tired? At every turn. That was why I don't want to get on the event fest, because I don't know nothing about it, but I've been to those types of things. I've been to the Damon Johns concerts, events when they supposed to tell you something and all they doing is fucking motivating you. I can go to church on Sunday if I want motivation. I need some tangible fucking results. I need something that I can take. Give me some information I can go tangibly take on Monday and go and apply and make my life better. And if you can't provide that, stop selling me tickets. Black folks are at that point, and I just don't do it anymore. I'm gonna tell you, when I go into the mall, I'm not the motherfucker you need to stop to try to sell something to. And you may have the greatest product on the earth, but don't blame me. The system has made me what I trust no advertisement. Nothing that says, this is a good deal. The red card at Target, don't trust you, mother. No. You should get a gas card. No. I live in a system that everyone's here to take from you. So anything that sounds good for you ain't for you. It's for them. But you can save a lot of money doing it. You don't know the ins and outs. You somehow, some way losing. I promise you. They just don't figure it out. You just ain't figured it out yet. So when you get to this point of understanding of the world, when you get to this way of thinking of the world, you just can't no longer go back in the fucking bottle. And I'm sorry. It feels like at every turn, someone is gassing us. So let me get to the point of the Pan-Africanism. Let me
switch that shit, Scott.
Let me ease that energy a little bit. The Pan-Africanism part of it gets me like this. If it's 2 billion, like the great Professor Small said. I played this video the other day. And again, I was trying my best not to be disrespectful to the elder. But if it's 2 billion strong of them people, and Pan-Africanism is something that y'all have been practicing since the 1800s, and the best that we can do is say that the UNIA and Garvey was the best that movement has produced, and we had boats that didn't move because we had bad boats, then that says a lot. And I don't want to hear about your individualism. I don't want to hear about the hotel that you built with someone in Ghana. I don't. That is you. And it's the same reason why I don't allow presidents or vice presidents or president-elects or presidents to want to be people who run it. Don't come sell me on I love black folks because I gave some dollars to HBCU. Do you know majority of black folks don't go to college and damn sure don't go to HBCU? They go to community college. So you telling me about giving something to a tenth of people, that bothers me. Oh, I changed laws so trans people can go into the bathroom with people. Do you know you just collectively went at less than 1% of the population and dealt something? When is the collective of black people are supposed to feel it? That's when it's moving the culture. See, when you funnel millions of black people into projects, you see how that did? That affected us majorly. When is that going to happen? Positively. But see, they keep selling you. And somebody brought up who down there? Spider, you brought up Al Sharpton. And I'm gonna say this about Sharpton. Sharpton, you mad at that brother because he come up there, he chastise y'all. You should eat that. You should eat that when that brother stood up there and talk trash to y'all. Because you should eat that. All y'all people sit back and collect paper, collect time, and don't move the needle. You don't know what we've been doing. You don't either. Because you haven't done anything. You wanna know why? Because you can't tell me. When people have to struggle to tell you, or we have to go around the corner and look at the innuendos and let's pull the layers back. If you really want to be honest, Obama did technically move black people better because they moved 3/8 of a tenth when normal presidents moved 3/4 of a tenth. Why do y'all motherfuckers make excuses for bad behavior? No, again, you know who I respect? Now, when I say this, this comes with reason too, sisters. But what I respect is I respect a woman who got her shit together. What I mean is that she knows her value. And when I say value, this means not no high-ass standard that ain't no nigga me. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about one who says you can get all the sweet juice that this thing is gonna squeeze, but you just gotta earn it. And then I like it so much that it's so positive because I know sisters like that. I've met sisters before that men literally said, no, I'm not going to approach you now. Let me go get my life together and then come back and approach you. I've seen this before. And I'm just saying this, but it's a certain type of woman who's going to get that. And it ain't the diva with the attitude either. Well, that's another story. But what I mean is that when you have value to that point, like that, can't nobody deny you that. But where they got us at right now as black folks is this. We don't move like that. They don't treat us like that. They don't act. They really do not act like black folks. And I want us to get like that. That's how I treat about the culture. That's how I look at the culture now. That's how I look at everybody else now. You gonna treat me like that or else? I don't care. That's what I'm saying when I say this. Hold on one second.
We are turning cities into 15-minute districts, meaning.
Sorry, that's not what I meant to play. I meant to play is right here. Again, this is how much I know. I finally realized it. And this has nothing to do with you think you better than me. You have been projecting onto my culture for years your own insecurities to the point I have to say this. We are going to now get technical. Listen to this brother right here. Get super technical. And this is the type of shit we deal with.
Is a public service announcement.
The FBAs, don't you guys just get tired of making a point? Let me settle this for you guys. Y'all didn't take geography class? Haitians are also Americans. We are black Americans too. Let me break it down for you. Look at the fucking map. South America is Americans.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. Now let's look at this thing. Look at L-Dot, the YouTubian struggle streamer. Hey, for all the new people here, I'm the YouTubian #1 YouTubian struggle streamer. All right, I'm the market. Hit the like button. Share the live. So, but I want to say this. So, YouTubian struggle streamer versus this young brother here. Now, I'm saying I love my place, my home, my soil, my family, your black ass, Alabama, Virginia, New York. What did Umar say? My New York black Americans, my New Jersey black Americans, my Chicago black Americans. I love you LA black Americans. I love y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's how everybody moves. Because when you talk to people from Jamaica, they say, oh yeah, I'm Jamaican. They don't say, I am American, just like you. You Jamaican. Shut the fuck up, man. And see, what I don't like about him is this. Who goes this far to get online, do a video, and to say this about people, but then to tell you at the same time, remember, you're the hateful one towards him. You infringing on something and trying to use a technicality that ain't really real to put yourself in front of me. Why do you feel the need to do that? Again, I tell people all the time, I don't feel insecure talking to you. Do you realize the thing in reverse is happening? You thinking that you're affecting our emotions and you're tearing it down, we're feeling less than and we're... No, you're actually feeding the fact of you feel inferior to me when you shouldn't. You should not feel inferior to me. What you should do is, this is what an African should do. Instead of hating your own culture, because black people had to do this too. Remember, we had a moment where we were self-hating at moments too. But I say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, and we here again. This is 60s all over again. And now that we here, it's because you got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and then decide you're going to get a higher racial pride. That's where we at. So for you, once you go home, now that you've seen running water, now that you've seen no open defecation, now that you've seen full grids, have you seen how things move? Take your ingenuity, take your new knowledge, go home and build it. That way, your culture can be strong now too. But instead of that, you want to keep telling us how we've done something to you and then using people we respect against us, using other cultures against us. Everyone's trying to make us feel like we're horrible for shit that is our people. Every one of these people, including the white man, are new hill, new booty. Especially everybody who got here after 1980 and 1990. How the fuck do you open your mouth and talk about what things should and shouldn't look like, what you ain't and is gonna pay for, what you shouldn't have to pay for? You lucky you the fuck here. And I say that with my full chest because I know more than just being a fucking slave, black people built this whole fucking place. And the reason why I know it is because people too constantly trying to tell you that you didn't, but then when you go looking for it, that's all the fuck you find. No, that's why people just say it all the time. No, you didn't build anything. Remember this? Let me tell you this. Y'all remember this. Remember for years, and I'm not the only one who don't probably remember it this way. We were told for so many years the European knew who they were. Now, this is the projection we heard. And tell me if I'm fucking lying, because I know I'm not. As a child growing up, we were always told through school, through training, through conditioning, through osmosis. They just know where they come from. They came from Europe, from here. They conquered you. They were pilgrims. They just did this. This is what they did. They know where they come from. Now, we'll get into it in a moment. But then they told you, unfortunately, because you were a slave, they cut you off, so you have no history from there and there, unfortunately. This is how they presented it to us. Do not tell me I'm lying. So fast forward to today, since you told me I had now until now, I embraced the one that I do know about, and you said, no, we're going to have to go back and find the one that got severed. And you can only identify that one, even though we've told you your entire existence, this is how it is. Remember, Africans did not start getting here until after 1990. So this whole, we've built together, we did a lot of things together. Y'all trying to take a minute fucking group of people and try to make it into a big thing. They do it all the time with everybody. They take, foreigners try to take Kwame Ture, they try to take Marcus Garvey and make them all the movement. When majority of this movement was dominated by black Americans. The same way the homosexual want to use Bayard Rustin, who nobody knew Bayard Rustin's name until recently. I knew it because I've studied it so much, but no one ever brings up Bayard Rustin's name until they wanted to push that agenda. Now all of a sudden this man was the thing wouldn't move without him, this and the third. They forget to tell you this motherfucker was an agent. They forget to tell you he was working for them folks. What are you talking about? Everybody's always lying to us. Why do you have to lie to people who have no history? Why do you have to lie to people who are just under a boat? You should just give them their history and tell them, get out your face. You can't give it to them. And you can't produce any history from the past that we ain't in. I say it all the time. You do not say to a bunch of people, you just got here. But the oldest bones in the world is found in New South Carolina. Oops, and they nickels. Don't worry about that part. Forget that. Don't worry about it. Don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. You don't tell a group of people that they knew booty in this world. They literally told you that there was nothing but Siberian people in teepee huts and buffalo running around. To now, fast forward to 2026, we know that this piece of soil has more pyramids than any other place on the fucking planet. So where did it come from? That's the thing that I'm so sick and tired of people wanting to come in and correct me. Tell me what I'm lying about. You don't have an answer for any of the stuff that we are talking about other than, this is not you though. Who the fuck is? They're dead. You came under a boat. I know that makes you sleep at night, okay? That makes you feel better, okay? But again, at this point, I'm not moving in other people's approval of me. If I approve, then it's approved. And I have approved this message. So you coming in telling me, I'm gonna let them finish. I'm technically the oldest American.
Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, they are Americans too. Don't you know where Central or Latin America is located? But you know where North America is located. That's you. But if you want to be different, you can't just claim Black American. You can't claim you are Black, but not just American, because we are all Americans. I'm from Haiti, so I'm Haitian. He's from Jamaica, so he's Jamaican. You are from the United States. You are a United Station.
Hey, man, I take it as a form of flattery at this point. You know, when ain't nobody talking, like I always say this, I'm a wrestling fan, so watching wrestling. Ain't nothing worse than seeing somebody get in the ring or even better, I did stand up. I experienced this one time. I'll tell y'all real quick. Fuck y'all, I'll tell you, all right? Never been booed a day in my life, but I will tell you there's a level that goes worse than being booed, and that is nothing. Silence. So late in my career, like I did this forever. I did it for 12 years. But like towards the end of it, I injured my legs. So I was off stage for like a year. And I actually was losing the buzz for it, the desire for it. Other things was happening at the moment. So I was dibbling and dabbling then. It was a show here, show there, show here, show there. And I'm a stickler for routine. Whatever got you to success, you do that shit every fucking day. You continue to do it for the rest of your life. Don't relax just because the stuff is working now. If you had 3 people watching you before and you got 3,000 people watching you, got 300,000, you do the same shit to get you where you're going. That's just how I move. It didn't take my own fucking advice. I got on the stage and complete silence because I was not prepared, did not study my own crowd, and it happened there to be niggas just there. Niggas is unrelentless. So I knew at that moment right there that I don't like silence is not good. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all that. I forgot what I was saying it for. Just go down that path real quick. But let me
Black United Station.
Every year, millions of people stand on the rim of the Grand.
Hold on. That's all that ignorant bouncer said. I thought he had something else to say. Hold on one second. I really did thought he had something else to say. But I guess he didn't. So mine is just like this for this, people. My only thing is this. The reason why I put the title as Pan-Africanism is nothing but not Black Americans is because you have the whole 2 billion people on the planet Earth. Did you keep making it sound like we the only self-hating, xenophobic, don't want to be, fear being Africans, and the other people, everybody else is on board? Because you don't have no smoke for no one else. Because you say all of y'all agree on that. Then we should be the outside looking in, hating ass nickel that y'all just don't deal with because we didn't want to roll with the team. But for some reason, it seems like this, we can't get out the starting blocks until you niggas don't. No, it don't work like that. Why? Because we were the only ones holding it up. As long as we were preaching it, you were moving in on our territory. People say this all the time. Man, y'all hateful because y'all said we took our jobs. Let me say this, and I want to say this for people. I've been wanting to say this so long. This is going to sound so hateful, but I truly do mean this. If someone's going to move to this country, acclimate themselves in, and I'm not talking about like white people, like if you're going to come in and act right. No, I'm saying if you're going to move to the country and you do something, I can't do nothing about it. You moved in the country, moved you in the whole nine. But what I am going to tell you is this. Mathematically, every new booty that come in is a minus for the people currently here. What do I mean? Man, yo be talking about they gonna come in and take our job. Are you working in America? Yes. Is there a black person out of work looking for a job in America? Yes. Then you just took somebody's job. You may not like that. You may sound mean and hateful, but that's the goddamn truth. See, I don't live by this notion that we're not going to compartmentalize. You're not going to tell me at one breath in this country that you're going to ship all the jobs out. Then you're going to disenfranchise black people. Then you're going to bring in hundreds of millions of new people into this fucking country, prioritize them over top of them. All this underneath our breath right now, and then still blame me for the condition that I'm in. You knew what you were doing when you did this. You're not going to even do that and then or even better, turn around and tell the whole economy, yo, man, we're struggling. We have to charge you guys $8 billion for eggs. I'm sorry. There's so many people to feed. Then they're talking about, we're going to have to ration the water. The water wouldn't have just all of a sudden in 2025 said, oh, shit, we low, y'all. We're going to have to ration our water soon. So you didn't realize for the last 6-7 years as you've been pumping new motherfuckers in every day that we were going to run into an issue with water? You knew that. You're creating the problem. I can't support that no more. I can't act like I can't see the writings on the wall like this shit is not happening on purpose. See, they sell us movies like, oh God, the comic is coming and we don't know how to stop it. That's something you can't control. Everything that happens to us, we find out in a documentary 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking years later that they orchestrated everything. But then we get to move on like it didn't happen and keep moving. This brother right here, let me see if I can find this one young fella here. He needs to say what I need to say more than anything else. Oh, let me see if I can find him because he embodied it. I think it's this young fella here.
The only reason we don't have a national South.
Nope, it's not him. No, it's another one. God damn it, I don't think I see him. But it was another one. He hit it on the head. He did. But it ain't just us, y'all. Y'all realize they're bringing the draft back, right? You want to know why they're bringing the draft back? Hell, matter of fact, I'll tell you why they're bringing the draft
Living
back.
conditions have gotten so bad on the USS Abram that 6 sailors have tried to abandon ship. Officers are reporting to their spouses that they can't even get basic things like milk because of where they're located. They're too.
That's them. Then I give you another one.
You heard the Navy. They tell us that they aren't seeing an uptick of mental health issues on the USS Lincoln, and they're saying they have plenty of mental health resources available.
Now, again, don't believe anything you hear because they're lying. Secondly, they're telling you your own soldiers we're not going to look out for just to do our own bid that they did not have to do. Remember, if they're in Iran for the fact of they're going to now take the oil, or we need to get our oil together because that country ran off oil, so invest in solar, invest in wind. Invest in the plastic machines that you've seen that turns into gas. Why, when we have a plastic overload fucking problem with the Pacific Ocean, it's a damn dumpster at this point. Excuse me. Why we ain't out here doing that versus this? You want to know why? I need this excuse to go over here and invade those places. I need that. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. Again, go back to my original question. Why do they act this way? Like, no one ever stopped. And as they project, yeah, you guys are just violent. That's fine. Black and black, woo, Chicago. Everybody's in Chicago. We're all just violent. Now, can you explain why do you go all over the globe and poison people and poison their water and then use weather modifiers to do this? Why are you affecting the sun? Why are you putting chemtrails in the air? Why do you do all of this stuff? And then what is the need for it? Then you turn around and tell us how the earth is turning on. Like, I have a video now, they're talking about how they want to depopulate the world again. Like the Gaza Stones talked about. They talking about depopulating the world again because we need to. There's just not enough space and food and stuff to go around. You mean when you tearing down the food, you're burning the food, you are creating it, but why do you want to do it? They're just greedy. They love money. No, you can't love money if you're removing people. That's the money. So let's come back to the situation again. That's a delusionalville conversation. Why is a bunch of people getting together in conferences, groups, making sure that they're poisoning and doing everything else, and they're putting it in stuff they don't have to put it in just on purpose? Why? And especially why in America? Why? Well, they love. No, money cannot be the thing. I'm gonna tell you how. You don't want to crash out your product. NBA has a level of power, would you say? Yes. You think NFL has a level of power? Yes. You would think these? Yes. Jerry Jones is probably cool with Donald Trump. You know these things. These people are cool. Yes, yes, yes. Right? You don't think that Jerry Jones wants the most premium product he can put on the fucking shelf, but he's pulling his kids from the projects? But you know they got Cheetos in there. Do you know they could have a better product if they gave them more food? No, but we still just gonna poison them and just whatever we can get out of them, we'll get it. Why? Why? You want to know how I know they know how to do it right? Because they do it for themselves. They make sure their Whole Foods has real food. They make sure their streets have real stuff. They make sure their products are healthy. You want to know why? Because they're trying to survive. When you know them little people, if you go into the grocery store, they have their products labeled with certain names because they have no chemicals in them. You want to know why? Because they're trying to protect them. At the same time, they're telling you, we're trying to protect you. Trying to look out for you. Matter of fact, you should come over here and try these new weight loss ice cream pops. Excuse me, dairy-free pops. And try these. These are amazing. Now, don't mind the back when it says it has paint thinner and all those other things. Those are formalities, I promise you. No, I want to know. I need for my people. What's going on, fam? I need for my people to stop and ask themselves this hard fucking question. Why? Something is amiss. Something is off. Something's not adding up. And again, if we were on the website that's coming, I have to change the name for all the new people that's coming in. Again, the website for where everything's going to do, we're going to be able to talk all this talk for real. I'll tell you for real where I think they come from, but I'll just say this while I can now so they don't remove me. Something's different about, and I'll keep it about us. Let's just do it this way, but think about it in reverse if you can. Something's different about us than them. I want you to go deeper than just saying, yeah, we cool, we bet. No, something's different about us than them. You can go outside in any weather. Not everybody can say that. You can do things that not everybody can do. You can say that. When they do test studies and things like this, there's a different species of somewhat similar species they have to use for you than other people. Why? We could go deeper, but I cannot continue to talk about it.
Switch that shit, Scott.
We gotta go to a different subject. I can't do it. We're gonna get kicked off here today. It's Friday, y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's just I'll say this before I go. Reverse sweet shit shot. I'll put it this way. That is my strength now. When I was just like a lot of you, let me speak to the brothers right now. I hope I'm some brothers in the house. I want to speak to y'all for real, because y'all my people. I think like you think like I think. I remember when I was in my 20s, especially when I got in my 30s. When I got in my 30s, oh my God. You know, I'm starting to understand life, things I want to do. And I was frustrated. Because now I'm understanding why you got to work hard and all this other stuff. You're trying to educate yourself, trying to do all the things they say you do. Be this perfect man, be a great dad, all this stuff. You're trying to figure it out. You're doing it. And at every turn, you fucking lose it. And then you're going to internalize that. Every time you're going for a job interview and they pick someone else, you're like, God. When the brother speaks with better diction because you came to a subpar education system, you start, I feel bad because I can't use that word. Fuck them words. Intent matters, not your words. No one in this room thinks that Master P is an idiot, even though he sounds like one at times when he speaks, because the man has produced some high quality shit. I don't care how your tones are. I care what the outcomes is. I want you to know, black man, that you are not less than. You live in an environment that has put time, effort, money, energy, and everything else to make sure you feel that way. And I want to tell you something like this. If they go that fucking far, you are special. So being that special, I do what I did. Let me start figuring out what that thing may be. Now, this is an ever-evolving thing. If you had asked me at one age, I would have told you one thing. You asked me another age, I told you another thing. It's an ever-evolving fucking thing. But one thing I know is this. For some odd reason on this planet, whether it's on the internet or off, whether it's in the real world or in the entertainment world, wherever we go, for some odd reason, black men especially seen as a fucking threat. So that must mean I'm special, so I'm going to lean in on it. You need to too. When you produce something, pour your heart into it. Pour your soul into it. Don't worry about how the quality is going to be just yet. Just do the best that you fucking can. The reason why I say that is because I too did the same thing. I always overjudged what I did, overjudged who I am. I'm not up to par. This identity, what do they call it? God, I forgot the name of it. Imposter syndrome. It's high for black people. It is because the system has put it into us so heavily. But then, as I started learning my own culture, learning my strengths about my own self, I started learning this. These motherfuckers eat everything that we feed them. So if it's good enough for them, why ain't it good enough for us? Look at it this way. Don't look at just hip-hop playing at the basketball game when you go watch the basketball game at the NBA. Don't look at it like that. Look at the fact that they told a bunch of children that this was noise, this was racket, this was trash. No one wanted it. Now you monetizing it at the highest fucking level? You got people all over the world glorifying the stuff that these people told you that won't good enough. Same thing with rock and roll when you built that won't good enough. This is trash. This is not good. They want everything. Everybody wants it. So since everybody wants what I got, then go produce it yourself. See, and if enough of us do this with enough confidence and don't hustle your people, be honest with your people. I can't produce that. I want to produce this, this, and this. This is where I want to go. But be as honest as you fucking can and keep moving. The problem we hurt ourselves is this. And this is one thing I try to get business. I understand business because I've done it so many times, right? I can tell walking into a black business, I can tell just from the energy from the person all the way down to the store itself a lot of times whether they're struggling or not. I can tell. And majority of the time they're struggling, but it's because it is designed for you to. And the bad thing about you're sitting here absorbing all this stuff where our stuff just ain't good enough. And then that energy's all in the room. Energy's real. All this stuff is real. And I'm telling you, that's why I get on here every fucking week is just because of this. I try to be the counterbalance to someone telling you it ain't good enough. It is. I promise you it is. Your numbers are not true. When you get online and you produce content, if you're a content creator, your numbers that do not grow like the people who get tens of millions of dollars, it is not because they're better than you. It is because something they said, done, that they see fit in to monetize is the reason why you see them at that level. You have a handful of people who snuck through and they tried their best at that turn to stifle them. I tell people all the time, how many times you've been on any of your social media platforms and a person you don't follow, you don't want to see, they will show that in your timeline every week. And then you'll have someone that you follow on purpose, that you'll have to go type their name in, then type their whole fucking name in just to get the shit to pull up because they will not show you their content. And then you find out they done been posting content for weeks. And then you say, why am I seeing stuff that I didn't ask for, but not the stuff that I told you through my behavior that I do want to see? It is because these insecure motherfuckers don't ever want us to ever have what we supposed to have. That's it. And I know that's the world we live in. It's very frustrating at times. Not only just for myself, but for every one of us. You know how many times you've seen people that have great, like I see people build stuff all the time. Seen people, like the sneaker game when people be building these, changing the sneakers out like that. You know, they got white people now making hundreds of millions of dollars off of this shit. It was some black kids I know that started that. I know they did. So, but anyways, I digress. Anyways, switch this shit. Let's go. I'm almost.
Switch that shit, Scott.
I appreciate you guys for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Share the live. I appreciate you down there, YouTube. All right, so look, let me get a couple on. Because it's Friday. I can talk about any goddamn thing. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm cussing. Sorry, I forgot where I was at. So let me see. What else is on the list? Can I say this? Let me say this too. Since we are here, right? One, I would love to show you, and I would show you if I could, but I can't. Because I know this gonna get me banned because it's one of them doing something they ain't got no business doing with the child. So and it's not overly bad, but it's too far fucking gone. But I can't do it. I'm sorry, Kim. Have I been cussing? What did you say, Miss Right? I agree, right? All right, so look. So let me play this other video because I ain't gonna play that one. But let me play this video, right? I got another video I want to play for you guys. Now this one is going to be, and I'm only playing this again to all of my people who are Caucasian brothers and sisters, to my pale people, all together. This is no hate. And I know people say that and they be being hateful. I promise you, I don't mean this in no hateful way. But again, you shouldn't be in here. This is like church right now, nigga. We're gonna start calling this shit church right here. I'm trying to pour in the folks today. Ha! Okay. So I want to play this video of why I don't want you guys to glorify anything other than yourself. I'm just gonna let you listen.
This is me asking my family when the last time they showered was.
Months ago.
I don't know. You don't know? If you had to have like a guess.
2 months ago.
I
couldn't tell you.
You don't know? Estimate.
It ain't no 3 months. It ain't no 3, 4 months. Let's go.
I could keep going. What did you say? You didn't kill. Say hell to no. Look, man. Look. Y'all thought. Look. All right. Where there is smoke, there is a fire. That is how I always look at the world. Correct? You correct, right? Now, people will say these people used to do this back in the day before the Moors came in and told them how to wash their hands. People say this. I get this. So we thought that was in the past. Then we heard that from the illustrious words of Dave Chappelle that, you know, white people don't use washcloths. So we found out it's either bar soap and let it trickle down, but that at best. But we didn't know the frequency. Now, when I heard this here before, I have too seen other programs where this has happened too many times for this to be a coincidence. This seems to be a running theme. The reason why I say that, I, again, am a fan of Love If Married at First Sight. I'm on this week's episode. I ain't finished this, so don't nobody talk about it yet. And I remember there was a one season a few years ago, maybe, I don't know how many years ago, but it was a few years ago. In real time, it was probably like 5 years ago, but it was a season they had this young Asian lady and a young Asian man. It was Johnny and Bao. I remember, if you watch the show, you'll remember their names. They were two Asian people. And these are white people with tacos. So, no, not tacos, excuse me. Why they say these white people with chopsticks. Same piece of soil. Remember, Europe and Asia is the same piece of land. White people just conceded, so they cut it off half of it. So, no, it's all the same place. So, they too, Bao, the lady in there, she had an issue where she said she didn't like to bathe every day. She said that taking a bath would, just sometimes coming from the gym, you just want to curl up in the gym in your leggings and just go to sleep in your gym clothes. Now, if you're anything like me in my house, you are not allowed to put your outside clothes on your bed at all. I don't care if you ain't been outside yet. You are not allowed to put your outside clothes on. So what I want black folks to do, and I want y'all to realize, black folks don't move like this. So again, why are you trying your best to impress a bunch of people who don't even do this on a regular basis? Some of them, I didn't say all of them, and I know this is stereotyping, and I'm not trying to. But I'm saying is that, but I want you to say to yourself, why would you run towards this thinking this was a come up? It's not. It's a projection. It's all an illusion. None of this is real. None of these people are real. None of these people are special. You get what I'm saying? But I digress. I'll leave it alone. I just wanted to say that because I don't want to be too hateful, but that's what it is. What do we got on time? Let me see what we got on time. I got to do my other podcast today. Yeah, hold on.
Switch that shit, Scott.
All right. And Kim, I ain't been cussing that much, ever. I mean, I think I may have said one word here and there, but not heavy. But just let everybody know, they let me get out the doghouse a little bit. I was at damn near 0. They were ready to take my whole page from me. They said I was doing all kinds of stuff wrong. I don't know what I be doing. I just be talking. Let me do this, and I'll end it on this. I keep it light. They like when I talk about black folks. But I'm talking about that. How many people, by show of hands, are actually like Power, the TV show watcher. I like the whole series, so you know a lot of the characters. Well, I heard this young brother post this, and I swear to God, I never thought about this at all, but it makes sense.
Can we have a real conversation about power and the power universe and how they just write it to be okay to kill off the fathers? Tariq kills off Ghost. Tommy kills off his father. Let's see. Kane was okay with killing off his father. Rock tried to get Kanan to kill his father. So much patricide.
Did anybody ever stop and think about that? Because I did. And after he said, I didn't. I didn't think about it like he said. He made a really good point. I always say this about power. I say power is a prime example of showing you how they teach you in cultures not to be respectful to each other while watching other cultures demand respect. I say it all the time. I don't care if it's the Albanians down to the Italians. They show each other respect even when they don't like each other. But everyone inside of the black gangs, as they always call them, the other one would be families, the ours is gangs. But the ones inside of there, it will always be the number 2, number 3, number 4. At every turn, he don't like something, he's ready to take out the boss. And he's at every turn, no one respects anyone. Then the boss is always disrespectful to everybody on his team. He has nobody he respects. The boss is disrespectful to everybody. I watched this last season of Kanan. Why would I work for Kanan or for Blue or for Breeze? These niggas will just go pop one in every time you don't do something they like. No, I know. That's conditioning. That's teaching you how to treat each other. That's how I look at it. And I think he said something about the women. So let's keep.
But if you think about all the equally bad mothers in the show, they're never held accountable, and they never have their day. Why is Kate Egan, Tasha, Raquel Thomas, and Monet absolved from matricide? Why does the show keep writing in patricide?
And like I say, even though, side note, all right, now this again, I'm not giving power a pass because I like power. I always say for this, I can separate the two, but I also say too, we have to get away from all the content that we produce is based around something that's not even a real thing anymore. Let's just be honest. Drugs move, yes. Throughout the hoods, yes. But this way that we're going at, this is not a thing in black communities anymore. This is now. Is there people? Yes, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they make it seem like this is the height of the crack epidemic. It's not like that. There's not even a market. Mike, what are you selling? We don't do the crystal stuff like that in our community. So you ain't selling that. We know what crack does, so we're not doing that like that. So I know the cocaine, we can't afford that. So it's either the ganja, the marijuana, maybe something else. I don't know, but I know it can't be, but so much. So to have so many movies and things, and that's why you ever notice in these shows, which I applaud them for, you notice they don't really show product a lot. You hear them talk about it, but they don't really show product a lot of the time, which I'm cool with. I don't even want to show the younger generation the reference point. But I just say when I'm watching those things, it's not even realistic. It's not. Not in today's world. To be honest, not to pivot a little bit, but to be honest, I wish that we would get to that point. And that's what I want to do over here. And that's why I can't even say the name of what the platform is supposed to be because I got to change it now. So I'm going to let you guys know what the name change is going to be probably next week. But the reason why I'm building this is because I've been heard by too many people that I respect. Don't complain. Just go fix what you don't like. And like for me, like if you're new here, you'll know I'm a real big fan of independent filmmaking. Like coming from the world of script writing before, I did that as well for a while. There's certain people out here that's doing really good quality work, but they're not getting the attention or the love they should. Big Ja, I don't know if you ever heard of him. That Lesbian Homie series was funny as shit and deep all at the same time, brother. You wouldn't expect him to be the one producing it like that. He's doing high quality shit, and it's gotten progressively better every year. That's why I say to everybody, don't worry about where you start. If it's quality, we'll jump on board and we'll give you time to grow. We need to start moving. And not just in that business. I mean, and just on ground level with everything. Hell, at this point, man, just buy some seeds and let's take some classes where we learn, everybody's learning how to germinate seeds again so we can learn to grow our own food again. This is needed now. Everybody needs to be stocking up on them little water things that can purify water. You just drop it through the little thing. We need that at this point. Cause these people, cause look, let me say this, and then this will be the last thing I talk about. Y'all know this brother hit it, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. But if I can find it, he hit it on the freaking head. What is going on? And I believe this too.
Someone said the data centers are not really data centers. What
I already know what you're going to say.
they are is power sources for all the underground cities that they're building, and that the water they're draining,
is actually for the city.
For those cities. And I was like,
yeah,
that seemed right. Because Jeff Bezos has a clock underground ticking down, and no one knows why.
All the AI. Before this white dude cook, I just want to say to y'all again. I know it's saying that's conspiracy. Fuck that. Everything that is a conspiracy, allegedly, you may want to pay attention to. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So what I want to say to you is right now, pay attention to that because something's not right. Something's not right. You do not drain your water supply for something you don't need. Get it? Oh, AI is big. This is the game that they run on Twitter and other places. Oh, AI is just, everybody's making money. You can't make money from people who ain't here no more. Without water, I'm sorry, Naturally. I'm sorry. Calm down. You cannot charge people who are no longer here. So why would you take the fresh water supply away completely? They are draining lakes that are fresh water supply, one after the other. Why? Why are they? Oh, let the man cook. He cooks better than me.
Data centers taking all those millions of gallons of water for what? The doomsday clock is ticking down, and there's trillions of dollars that has been spent on underground facilities and bunkers. Why?
Someone said the data center.
He didn't cook as much as I thought he would. So let me just say this. People, I would love a pulse on it. Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Do you think he's exaggerating? I'm making steps right now. Are you making steps? Because this is look, I say this all the time. Let me say this because I'm getting close to the end. Let me say this. Look, I say this all the time. I get it. You are used to the world that no matter how bad things get, the light bill get paid somehow. No matter how bad things get, I figured out some food. No matter how bad things got, even when they repoed that, we bounce back later. No matter how bad it got, it can't get that bad. I'm trying my damnedest with love to say to my people, this is the time now. This is not a game. You're going to look up one day when you were just thinking about going to brunch, when you were just thinking about going to the Chris Brown and Usher concert, when you was not thinking about anything of any relevancy, you're going to look up and your money is going to be cut off. The electric system is going to be cut off. Your water supply is going to be cut off. They're telling you in every breath possible that is what's happening. They are doing things to the sun. They're doing things to the moon. They're doing things to space and atmosphere. Why are they doing all of this stuff? This is on purpose. But no one wants to say it is happening. And I guess what I want my people to say and think to themselves is at some point, when is it all going to come crashing down? And are you prepared for anything? And this is not to scare anyone. I just think this, if we were all, including every one of the other races, if we were all paying the fuck attention and willing to stand together, it is easy. No one dies. No one gets hurt. No one loses their home. No one loses their fresh water. All you have to do, though, is say no and mean it. And mean that I'm willing to stand on it means I'm not doing anything that you guys want. No, I'm not showing up to work today. No, I'm not driving the bus today. No, the MARTA is not moving today. No, the police officers are not showing up to protect the banks today. When you all get on one accord and say that, all the people in, hey guys, guess what? The housing prices is just dropping. Oh, guess what, people? You too can get a loan at the bank right now because you need one. Black family, white family. That's how it's going to change. But for some reason, I think when people, they're thinking that, hey, if I could just get to myself to a better spot, I could get over to Thailand, it would be good. It can't be this. It's crashing. Again, the same people who do, let me say it this way, and I'll shut up. You don't think it's possible because it sounds extreme. But I would say to you, wouldn't be getting your food, your air, your water, your medication, your clothes, your air conditioning, your computer mouse, the candles you purchase, the fake wax plants you have, all the stuff that you purchase, all this, everything is full of chemicals that it touches your skin, it's going to get into you and make you go away from here faster. Every bit of it, and it's all allowed. You don't think the very people who sanctions, who does this on purpose, where it may be an option where it can give you real something. They say, hey guys, we found out that if you stick a pin in a rodent's ass and pull out some juice, you can make some blueberry sauce out of it. This is what they do to you. You be like, how the fuck did you even get to that? So these people that are willing to do this, you don't think that they're willing to make you wake up one day and say, let's shut the sun off. We're going underground. And you can't come in. And then we'll wait for you people to always to perish away on up top because you have no resources, because you have nothing to do, you have nowhere to go, and you're going to infight because you have no abilities to take care of yourself, i.e. the school system is trash because they done. All this on purpose because they know in a few while after we come out, we'll come back, we'll have this whole place that we can dominate all over again. If you don't believe me, put it in their films. And if you do anything else, hey, do I got any of those films? Don't tell me that film, they don't tell you years and years and years and years and years beforehand what they doing, because they do. If I can find that one that I saw from, what was it, superhero show? I don't think I can find it. I got so much stuff now. But it was a superhero show, and this is a little cartoon. And then the cartoon is telling you, they telling you how the supercomputer was going to run this and how it's going to put everybody out of work. This is like 1975. And he's telling you what's happening today. That means they do it in 75. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, they put the truth in the movie. They do it all the time. But there's nothing else I can do about it. What can you do? What can you do? Anyways, people. I tell you what, this week, hopefully we're gonna put this thing to rest. This whole Pan-Africanism. This whole hold on, let me switch it to
Switch that shit, Scott.
We're gonna switch it to the last topic. We're gonna switch it to the last topic of the day. Last topic of the day is just final note. Let's just say this. Love. I'm glad and I appreciate everybody for showing up. Again, the platform, not the Scott Free Morning Show. Scott Free Morning Show will be keeping his name, but the platform that we house it on, that the people on YouTube are watching on right now, that is going to change solely because I'm being forced out by a big music group. So I'm going to change that, but the platform, when it's up and ready to go, you will be able to treat this app just like you do Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the whole nine. The same way they give you a notification, I'll be sending you a notification of every time we go live. And then two, I always like to tell all of my new people, and we're going to get to cuss and everything. I get to show you shit that I can't show you here. All that. We're going to do all that lovely things. They set me back. It was supposed to be this week. They set me back a little bit. But one monkey don't stop the show. We're going to make sure it happens. I appreciate all the people for showing up. Definitely hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate the people who did. And then what we'll do, we'll go from here. We're going to definitely start back up on Monday with a new show, new concept, and hopefully we ain't got to talk about this shit no more. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Am I going to play music today? Let me see. Let me play one jam. I'll play one jam for the people. And then we get out. What are we gonna play today? Did I play anything yesterday? Let's play this. Let's play something emotional today. What should I do? Yeah, let's play emotional today. I play emotional today. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. But again, guys, every Monday through Friday, we try to do it. What do we do it on? We do it on at 2 p.m. ish. And I hope to see you guys. Black pride, black dreams. Guys, I'll see you guys later. Appreciate you. All right, I'm out. Sky Free.
I packed his dinosaurs, his school shirt, his little blue shoes. One duffel by the door, one box full of what can we lose? He asked, Daddy, we going home? And I said, for a while. That word sat in my throat. like a stone in a child's smile. I see my mama place from the porch through a memory there. Now the car got my whole life folded up in the rear. Judge said limited visits, that line cut deep as a knife. I signed my name like I signed all pieces of my life. His mama on the other line, tired, trying not to break. We both lost in the water, different ways to make the same mistake. Mileage on the dash looked like receipts from my regret. Every red light felt like a prayer I hadn't answered yet. I keep my eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, heart on hold. If love can break, it can grow, even when the truth gets cold. Let's take a ride, get the miles aside. Let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son, I tried. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. He pressed his face to the glass, counting fences and mailboxes. I told him stories about my first bike, my first fight, my false losses. He laughed at my old prayer chain, that's why I held it so tight. I said when men feel split in two, that hoe what kept them alive. My mama taught me love ain't clean, it leaves dust on your hands. Still she open that front door like forgiveness understands. I keep my eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, heart on hold. If love can break, it can grow, even when the truth gets cold. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a ride. Let them outside. Oh, let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son, I tried. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Mama said, boy, your pain don't cancel your name. His mom said he's still yours, just don't make the same game. And my son in the back, like, can we stop for some fries? I laughed through the ache, felt the sky in my eyes. 3 generations, one seat, one shaking frame. I can't rewrite the past, but I can show up change. Let's take a ride, let the miles aside. Let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son, I tried. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. He learned one thing from me. Let it be this hard-earned truth. Love don't vanish in the wreckage. It learns how to move. You walking, red dress, low dim light. Laugh lines on your lips, gold on your, gold on your thigh. You don't see me leaning in the shadow, drinking my hand, tracing every move you made like I already understand. From across the room, I'm on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, put my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste. From across the room, you feel this too. That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down a one night sin. Oh, you've been down touch you heal my thoughts go dark, neckline slips. I feel my pulse leave a mark, you glance back. Hold it just a second too long, like you heard every filthy line in my song. From across the room, on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, but my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste. From across the room, you feel this too. That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down a one night stand. Yeah, you drift by my table, perfume cuts through the smoke. You say you've been staring, I laugh, my control just broke. I say I've been thinking about your hands on my chest all night. You bite your lip, whisper, prove it when we leave this light. Hey, from across the room, I was on your skin, now you're back on the door. I'm breathing you in, have my hands in my head, now they're locked on your waist. I'm spelling out your body, learning every taste. From across the room to the heat of your bed, every slow deep breath running straight to my head. When the morning comes, we'll go back to pretend, but tonight we're just strangers in a one night stand. We the reason the world feels alive.
Yeah, grandma hands grease on the stove. Church fans swinging testimonies in the rows. Uncle at the grill, secret in the smoke. Turn the scrap to a feast, that's the way we go. Turn pain into paint on the south side wall. Turn scraps into style, watch the world copy y'all. We the slang, we the step, we the soul in the talk. Whole globe on the move, how we walk. Woo! From the Geechee tide to the river red clay, we the one turn a hard time into a holiday. Take change, make change, now they hang on our neck. Took the weight of this place, turned it into respect. We the heartbeat of the world, can you feel that?
Every rhythm, every move, yeah, we built it.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amazed.
Foundational, generational, we the base.
We the heartbeat of the world, say it out loud.
Every color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grave, from the root to the ground.
Foundational, generational,
hold it down.
Hold it down.
Banjo drum hum of a midnight train. Out there came blues, gospel soul in the rain. Out there came swing, then the groove, then the break. Now the whole earth rocking to the sound we made. Granddaddy called with the chrome so clean. Sunday drive, whole fam in a sunbeam. We flip struggle to a strut, turn sorrow to a song. You feel stronger just by singing along. From the city, smarches, fists in the air to the fresh fade line in your nephew hair. From the HBCU band at the game to the aunties hitting styles that they never can name. We the sauce in the street, recipes in the pot. We the dance, we the chant, we the cold day die, but they can't take root, they don't know the soul. Where the pearls still bloom from the blood and toil.
We the heartbeat of the world.
Can you feel
that? From every move, yeah, we feel.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amazed.
Foundational, generational, we the base.
We the heartbeat of the world, say it out loud.
Every color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grace, from the root to the crown.
Foundational, yeah, yeah, yeah. We the first no sun, we the last drum run.
the dark.
We the spark in the storm.
Turn a tear to a trend.
Turn a scar to a form.
Every step,
every slide,
that's a story. Every slang,
every side,
that's the glory. They can change, they can trace, they can study our way, but the soul of this thing stay in FBA.
We the heartbeat of the world. Every rhythm, every move.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amaze.
Foundational, generational, we the best. We the heartbeat of the world.
Say it out loud.
Every color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grace, from the root to the crown.
Foundational, generational,
hold it down,
hold it down, down.
Foundational, generational, hold it down.